Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Vane. This is Cerebrum19. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps out a lot. Leave a comment. I do read them. And let's get on with our adventure. So we're in the prison. We are in cell block B. And we are into the tools room. We're hoping for the hydraulic cutter or the hydraulic driver. The big thing with that is the hydraulic cutter will allow us to cut all the fences around the prison, which is going to be huge for material going forward, as a lot of the advanced stuff does use that material. And the hydraulic driver is going to allow us to break the doors that goes us into the weapons rooms in the prison, and there is other stuff that it is useful for. So, on that, let's see if we can get lucky here and get one of them. Now, there's a few places that we can get our shots to get those items. So it's not a huge loss if we can't get everything in here. But I would like to get at least one. Or as we're going along, we are going to go into the commissary lockers. We definitely want to get our hands on rollerblades, if anything else. That's going to be a huge speed boost when we're on foot. Power drill. Okay, that's one. Not the one we're really looking for, but it is good. Next one, nothing. 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 Soldering iron. Okay. That just helps us to fix cars. Mostly, but there is some crafting stuff that does require the soldering iron. Alright, we got nothing in here. Alright, so we're going to go head over to the start of A. And see if we can start with trying to get a gem bag. After that, there is 2 rooms that we can do without using the driver that can hopefully get us a rifle, silencers. Stuff's going to be very good to at least get us going into the later rounds. I do not see where that zombie is. Oh, we got a running one. Fine, come and see me. There. Anything else is going to feel an axe. I don't know why I'm closing this. If you want to feel the axe, I'm welcoming it. We got the ultimate weapon, but we still don't have anything to clean our wounds. Oh, there's a gym bag. Perfect. All right. Now another good thing would be a varsity jacket or a puffer. A beret? No. Cannabis? You never know. Okay, I don't want a whole ton of it. Alright, nothing there. I'm not going to try to find... These. Okay, fine. Done one. Alright, let's see, lithium batteries, cloth rope, yeah. The MREs, we're not going to grab a whole ton of these because it's not, obviously not hard to find them, and we do have respawn going, so every third day we can come back and we can get a reload. Like, I don't need all of that. 9mm is good just in case. We get the MP5 rifle. Alright, nothing really spectacular here. These portable cots, you know what? I'm going to pack this guy up. Yeah, I'm going to actually take that with us. To be quite honest, that cot takes a lot less room than the bed we got from the bunker. Fine. I know I should be ducking to hit those crawlers, but I'm just gonna go find the ones that don't need to be lockpicked for now, just so we can get ourselves rolling. I know there's goodies in there, but we are going to hit a medical spot a little bit later. Alright, commissary lockers. This makes or breaks a lot of runs. You happen to get the rollerblades here, it's a success no matter what you get later. They are that good. Just because of the speed that it gives. By foot, it's incredible. So let's see if we can manage to get one. There's also sport lockers coming up. We get knee pads, again, that's successful. That makes chances less likely that we're going to get scratched on a hit. Nothing in here. Let's move on. Let's go on to the sport lockers. Ooh. I did not see that coming. Oh, I missed them completely. Learn to hit. I gotta deal with these guys because I gotta feel they're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a problem, I'm sure of it. How did I miss them? Like, seriously, how did I miss that? I doubt there's gonna be gin or anything or vodka in them, but... Oh, I was wrong. We can at least sanitize. He's a runner. Let's get this wind up ready and bang. That's a lot of zombies. Okay, knee pads, let's go. Give us what we want. It is difficult to get them even in standard mode, so nothing at all. Oh, later. No, I'm not going to pick that. It's stuff I could do later. Run it? Yep. Bye. Oh my god. There's two. Okay. That's enough of that. I'm only gonna loot what I need. There's still a lot in here. Alright, let's clean this up. Now, here as you see, this is why my second best choice, if you don't want to be a thief, is a firefighter. Because you automatically start with this axe. And that is massive for beginning. I can't even describe it. But we're trying a thief because I did not want to bother to go for the lockpicks early on. Because then that would mean an extra couple destinations I would have to go to if they even drop. And that's the reason why I went with the thief, is because of would the lockpicks drop? So I had to balance it out, and then I went with the fire axe. Or I went with the lockpicks instead of going with the fire axe when I went with thief instead of firefighter. But a firefighter, it has very good options. Especially when it comes to, I believe they start with 2 firefighting items. Now, sit down. Oh my god, look at them all. Okay, do we have some fun here? We need to get out of here. Let's go. Down, down, down. Oh my god, look at them all. Let's go. Let the bodies hit the floor. Come on. Come on, Arties. Next. Next. Come on. Oh, fine. Here you go. Sit down. Okay. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Oh, we got 3 on that one. Come on, do it again. Sit down. That's enough of that. Alright, any more? I'm sure. Oh, how did I miss you? All those and I get scratched by you. Fine. Whiskey. Apply it. Now that's a mistake I did. It's a small mistake, but it is a mistake. And what it is that I sanitized before knowing there was even an infection. I don't know if that is a mistake. I just do it anyway, but let's get rid of the crawlers. We're into the next commissary room. After all that mess, I hope rollerblades come. Make that big battle worth it. She's already stressed. Do I have any depressants? No, I don't. Well, we do have some cannabis, so... Nope. Nothing in there. Sit down. Oh, you're already dead. Haha. Okay. Let's just get rid of that swing. Close that door. Next commissary lockers, let's go. Nope. 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 And no. Alright. Now we're gonna make a run into D. And we're gonna try to see if we can find the second set where we can get some tools. Maybe we can get at least one of those two we need. Sit down. Okay. Give me a hydraulic cutter. Or hydraulic driver. I don't think we're gonna find anybody in here. I'll be happy with one of them. I'm checking these because these are auto parts, but you can find tools in here like staple gun. You can find tools in here that are going to help later on. Fabric assembly, winter tires, rubber scrap. Yeah, we could use that. Claw hammer. I do believe I have one. Yeah, I do. Okay, let's get rid of that. For the time being, I can't take on duplicate tools. Yeah, I got a second soldering iron. Nope, jigsaw. Okay, we got a power cutter. A hacksaw. Wow. That's why it's worth it to check these boxes too. That's a lot of tools, but we're still missing the two we need. Nails. Oh, that is big. I think that should be good enough. We can craft, I can either craft the starting bench, workbench, or a gun welder, or go and get one from Saranac. Grinder blades, we don't need that. Okay. This run, I would actually say it's a success. Even though we didn't get the cutter or the driver, we got a lot of tools out of this run. So let's run our way back. And there are other places, you know what? I'm just gonna, I'm only gonna get these ones on the way back, but I'm hoping to get a flashlight. Sit down. Flare guns, I don't like the... I'm glad they're one hit, but I don't like the stun factor in it. Do I have a stapler already? I don't think I do. Let's get it. We're gonna need that to repair clothes. Which is another big thing I need to do because I do have military stuff that I need to get fixed up. So once we get to the point where we can build a repair table, I'd have to see what it takes to do that. I don't know if I have what we need for it. Oh, a book. Okay, stress reliever. In the middle of a zombie war, read a book. There's two of them. 1, 2. See if there's any vodka or anything in them. Oh, I almost forgot. There is one more commissary room. Might as well go to that one. There might be a lot of zombies down there. I am not sure. Oh, we're gonna hit at least 2. Get you. I know you're a runner. Bang. There's 3 in here. Alright. I think I'm going to deal with this one first. The other one shouldn't be a worry yet. Let's get her out of here. Bang. There's one in here. Okay, so it's just him I got to worry about. Bang. Okay. Let's go get these commissaries. Let's see if we can make a successful run even better. Soda bottle. God, I feel like it wants to give it to. Nope. Won't be in this run. Alright. I think we're going to have to take our time and keep my energy up. You could stay in there. I think our fire axe should be in good shape. Oh, it's in great shape. Okay, I'm not worried at all about the durability of the axe. 1, 2. Be in between you two. Alright. That's a lot of clothes I could get. Okay, so the only thing we're going to do now is we're going to go into B. Actually, no, we're not. We're not going that way. Make sure there's no runners. Except you. Oh, as if. Okay. So what I want to do is get the washing machine out of here and get it on the bus. So it is not far from here. We're going to get it outside, and then we're going to get the bus over there and go and get it. Now the good thing here is the washer fits in the bus, but the dryer doesn't. So we can't use the dryer here. Sit down. We can't use the dryer here, but we can definitely use the washer. So we'll get this out of here. I doing? Sit down. Okay, now I'm gonna wait until it shows an infection before I take the whiskey. I'm gonna see if that's a smart move. I really don't know if it is. Just because everything is so scarce. Okay, so we're infected. So now we're gonna take the whiskey, apply it to the wound. Like I said, I don't know if that was a smart idea, but 2 runners. Sit down. God, this is so many zombies in here. Honestly, I don't think I've had a run that had this many. No. Sit down. Alright, we gotta whiskey, apply it again. And I'm gonna take an antibiotic. Okay, the antibiotic took away the infection. Okay. I honestly thought that wasn't it. But okay, the antibiotic is the big key that you do get infected, you take the antibiotic and it takes the infection away. Okay, no problem there. Alright, let's get sitting in the saddle. Now we're going to go and get our washer. It's cool. I'm going to set the heater to hot. There we go. You got to keep your body temperature pleasant as much as you can. Which is another reason why I think the bus is so good for living in. The problem is that if you run into anything crazy, you're going to lose stuff in it. And the bus, like, to me, makes so much more sense. But they do have to worry about fixing stuff disappearing. Especially if you run into, like, literally nothing on the ground and it goes nuts. Sit down. Alright. Oh, what am I doing jumping on here? I'm so used to moving with the big truck. Alright, let's get this guy in here. Uh-oh. This is where I have a problem. Let's just get this thing on here. We'll fix this later. Now, after that little hiccup, I'm just going to double check to see if there is anything missing. We still have the bed, we still have that, still have that, still have that. Okay, we're going to get the dryer somewhere else, and we're going to get the stove. Okay, this is the only 2 things we're missing, but we haven't gotten it yet, so we're good. I'm going to actually do a save here. And now that we got the washer, it's time to leave the prison. Oh, we lost stuff. Jeez. Oh, we lost everything. It's good. This is when I load. Like I said, if it comes to the point where stuff gets disappearing, is the only time I'm going to reload back to a save state. And that turn is such a hard turn to do. With a bus, it is very difficult. It's almost easier to, if you go the other way, there is a truck in the way. The problem is, if that thing sounds an alarm, oh boy. You saw how many zombies we dealt with while staying quiet. But at least our last save state was, we already got the washer. So we're just leaving. So we're not, I don't have to backtrack much. Now, the only thing that's going to worry me is if I drop the portable cot, I'm afraid it's going to decay. That's my worry. Because it looks like the cot from the military base, I don't think decayed yet. I know the generator is. I don't know what else is. Now, normally, if you wanted to stay really safe about this, I could have parked the bus, left it at A, grabbed another vehicle to go in and grab the washer. So you see the washer's there. We just gotta sit. We just have to sit. No. Sit. There. Let's go. I'm gonna actually close this door too. Unlock, toggle, there. Yeah, and the one thing that I noticed when things started to disappear is when I saw my spawn point disappear. Because my spawn point is on my bed on the bus. Let's take this a lot slower now. See, spawn point clear. That just took out the bedding. Again, that took out everything. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to reload this. And I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to start a truck. Hopefully an alarm doesn't go off or there's a key in it. And if I can move that out of the way, I should have an easier time getting the bus through. And getting it out. Oh, my apologies for this. I want to see this for the devs if they wanted to see this. Because it is the one thing that is very annoying. It definitely needs to be fixed over just about anything else is items disappearing if people are trying to convert into a mobile living space. That's something that definitely has to be addressed. And I'm not complaining about it right now because I am responsible with save states. So it's not a big deal for me right now for this, but if you do happen to forget a save state, then oh my goodness, you're basically doing a lot of this for nothing. Right now, this is not, it's only costing me like a few seconds. Now, yeah, we're going to do it this way. I'm going to go this way with it. And go around the opposite way and move that vehicle. And hopefully I don't trigger an alarm. Okay, we didn't trigger an alarm. Good. I should see if I have gloves. Gloves, 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 gloves. No. Okay. There we go. Now let's move this vehicle out of here. That's right, just die. Good. That should be enough for him to get out. Now, this should be easier. I am emphasizing on the word should. Unlock, close the door. I'm going to save this. Because if anything happens from here, at least I would have moved a quiet van. Or quiet truck, I'm sorry. I do believe this is easier to get through. So, okay. Okay, yeah, that was easier. Because now we're back at the entrance. But I'm not going to make that cut. No way. I'm going to back this bus out. Alright. I should have went further back. Yeah, our chassis is down here next to 0. Now, there is another bus. We're going to swap buses now before we go on to the next adventure. And that bus is located not far from here. It's actually right here. Right over there. Let's not trigger any more alarms. Good. Oh yeah, of course we did. I'll keep it as low as I can. Okay, I think we're good here. I'm going to keep the bus running for now, but we're going to start moving everything out. Let's move. Start with the food warmer over there. The juicer. Okay, we heard you. No one's coming. Keep it quiet. The good thing is this scouts zombies, and they're going to make a liar out of me out of this, I'm sure. But if a zombie hasn't come yet through that, then I presume they're not even around. So I'm safe to do this. Alright, we got the generator. Yeah, we're being very conservative with the generator. But eventually, I'm going to have to wash clothes in that too. No, the reason why I'm doing this is because I know my chassis is like buried out, and I'm missing an industrial cutter in order to change a chassis out. Yeah, my respawn is clear. Let's just double check, make sure everything is out of here. It is. Alright. Let's turn this off. Nothing in the glove box. Alright. On top of this, there is a key in here. Good. Alright, now we're going to set this up a lot more easily. So we're going to take the cot and put that in the back. As far back as possible. There's room to get it right there. Perfect. And from that, I'm going to take the generator. Move that beside the cot. And there's the cot. Okay, we get the generator there. I'm going to take the dryer, or the washer. Now, I know at some point I'm going to have to make a minor adjustment. But for now, this works. As tight as possible. There we go. I'm going to take the mini fridge, and I'm going to put this right beside the washer. I don't think this is turned the way I want it to. Might be. This could be it. I do believe this is it. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. Again, we're going to put the juicer and the food warmer on top of the cot. As tight as possible. We're going to take the food warmer on the cot as well. Perfect. The food barrel, or the fluid barrel, I think I'm going to put that pretty close to the front. There. Okay, so we got everything fit right here. Nice. Not bad at all. Alright, saving this for sure. I like this setup. Now the last thing we got to do, well, there's two things we got to do. Get some fuel. This is too long a video. I'm sorry, I didn't want to make it this long. But a lot of things happen, so. What in the world? Okay, everything's still there. Okay, I don't know what I'm hitting. Yeah. Yeah, this is not good for the bus. Like, there's literally nothing there. but this is all damaging the bus. Okay, gotta reload this. That should not be happening whatsoever. There is no bodies there. There is no objects on the ground, anything like that. There's no reason for that bus to be doing that. And all it's doing is damaging the chassis. But again, I am showing this for the devs to see. This has to be fixed. That is all the reason why I am keeping this going a little bit longer. Because this is a great way to go. But right now, there's a lot of bugs with it. And those bugs have always been there. And it definitely needs to be fixed up. To make this as another viable option of how you want to play the game. Alright. So just out of a lark. Yeah, it's a great bus. I should not have any issues with it. Oh, hi, what do you know? Okay, again, this should not be happening. Let's see if this becomes smoother. Nope. Not smoother at all. Like, let's try this really slow and see what happens. Like, the only thing I am hoping it's not is the tires. I have not checked tire pressure. And if they're like really, really low, that could cause this problem, I'm guessing. But now it doesn't seem to be too bad, so we're just gonna run it like this for now. Yeah, as soon as I go up to 20, it's shooting the bus off. So you know what? I've got an idea for this. I've got the solution. Let's put temperature to hot. Let's sleep 8 hours. There. Let's see if it does it again. Yep. It might have to do with the load in the back. It might have to do with all the load in the back. Let's see this. Let's move the washer. More to the front. Something tells me it has nothing to do with that. I got a feeling it has nothing to do with this. Nope, got nothing to do with it. Let's see if it's doing it if I go backwards. All right. This thing is rocking. Okay, we're fueled up. I don't care. Let's go. All right. I want to see tire pressures. Let's look at the tire pressures just very quick. 34, 33. No, they're where they're supposed to be. There's no reason for it. And we're now sick. Yeah, all of those hits caught up. And I've got a glitchy bus. Yep, I got a glitched bus. And zombifying to boot. Yep, I'm zombifying to boot. This is insane. All right, so yeah, this bus is glitched out because the other one was fine with what I had in here, and I didn't even get the washer in that yet. I'm not even sure if I'm going to. It's fine when I drive backwards though. Yeah. Okay. This will now get funny. I'm gonna drive this sucker backwards. And a hazmat suit. Again, I don't think there's a point because I'm gonna zombify. Oh, brother. It works going backwards. Yeah, we've just wrecked everything in the bus. Everything in the bus is wrecked. Except the generator. Being sick, that just ended it. That ended it. All right, guys, I'm going to stop it here. I think we're just going to do a restart for the next run. And, yeah, but this is definitely the setup. I'm going to go off screen to do what I've already done. And we're going to get back to this point to do episode 3. So I'm not going to put you through the whole restarting everything, but I am probably going to change myself to a firefighter instead of a thief. because I'll automatically get the fire axe. And I should be able to fly because I will have the 25 strength to boost right off the start. So, you know what? I think I'm going to do that right now. I'm letting that be. I know I can go back to the last save state, but like I said, it was only for a glitch. And since I already had the sickness, I was already going to die. I figured, okay, that was good enough for that run. And I went to probably the third day. And it's not very difficult for me to get to that point, especially if I'm starting with the fire axe. But I wanted to do it as a thief because I at least get the lockpicks I needed. So it's just going to be a little more grind before I head off to go and get the first bus. So not a big deal. I'm going to do this off camera. I will get back to where we were. And if I pick up anything extras, then I will show it on the next stream. And we'll go from there. So outside of that, while I am building this up, you have a good night. I thank you very much for watching. This was a little longer than I would have liked. But with all the zombies that we had to deal with, which was in quite a lot. And that was another reason I wanted to show this, because that was awesome. I loved how many zombies were in there. So we're just going to rebuild. And I'm going to go with the lockpicking, scavenging. Now I don't have to do strength because I'm going to go firefighter. I might go vitality because those are easy. Agility is simple as well. You can level vitality fairly quick, but in insanity mode, it is not as quick. So I think I'm going to go with vitality to add the resistance to injury. And we're going to go with, this time, the firefighter. You start with the fire axe. Firefighter pants, firefighter boots. The boots I'm not going to wear, the pants I will, and it is going to give us some warmth, which is going to be huge. Plus, we start with basic painkillers, burn cream. We get 3 water bottles, which ain't going to do much when it's going to freeze up. And we get the strength. And we start off with vitality and agility. Okay. I thought we started with strength. So we're taking off vitality. We're going back to strength. I'm glad I saw that. Okay. So we're going with that. Sentence Aranak. All right. On that, I wish you guys good night. And I will be back at that spot for the next stream. So have a good one. Take it easy.